What's going on YouTube? It's Jose aka KJ Lane Vision back with another video, and today I'm pretty excited. I'm doing a tutorial for you guys. I haven't done a tutorial in quite some time, so I have one for you today. It's pretty quick, easy, very short. It's a useful tip that maybe you can use almost in every video because this mistake happens quite a bit. It's pretty much how to turn any footage that you have, well, almost any footage, into slow motion, depending on how the shot was done, what's in the shot, and pretty much making it slow motion. So this could be even if you shot it in 24 frames, 30 frames, maybe you forgot to switch it back to your 60 frames per second or 120 frames, and you want to make it slow motion because you thought the shot was amazing, but it was meant to be slow motion, and instead of reshooting it, or maybe you are already in the editing process and you realize you shot it wrong, but it's supposed to be slow motion, this is a way you can fix it in Final Cut Pro. It's a little tip and trick inside Final Cut Pro that some of you may not know about. But before we get into that, I want to give you a huge shout out to cutsclothing. Yes, I got one of their shirts on. Love cutsclothing. I wear cutsclothing all the time. There's no other shirt worth wearing. They're nice, they fit smooth, they feel good, they're nice and breathable, lightweight, which is definitely amazing right now for the summer. It's so hot outside. You want something light, you want something breathable, you want something where you're not going to feel all hot and nasty. Well, cutsclothing is there for you. I got one of their elongated t-shirts. You know I like their elongated tees, but they got all kinds of different tees that you might like. So make sure you check out cutsclothing. I also have some of their shorts on right now, but you can't see those unfortunately. But yeah, I wear pretty much all of Cuts all the time. We're just finishing up with them on their second summer collection, and they're getting ready to jump into their fall collection here soon, which I'm pretty excited about. Yeah, their fall collection should be pretty dope because it was amazing last year. But before we get into the fall, make sure you get online right now and order some of their summer collection before it's all gone, because yes, they will sell out. They do sell out all the time because everybody who gets their hands on cutsclothing ends up feeling like I gotta wear cutsclothing all the time. So you make sure you want to check it out right now. So go ahead, check out cutsclothing. It is cutsclothing.com. You can use the link below in the description, or when you're on the website, use promo code LaneVision for 15% off, or the link in the description below will automatically apply that 15% off for you. It definitely helps me out, and it helps you out because you're rocking some of the best clothes out there. So definitely check out cutsclothing. All right, now let's get into this tutorial. So basically we're going to jump over here to the computer, and I'll show you a quick shot from a old music video that I had. That's something that I may have wanted to do when I was editing this video on making this shot slow motion, and the shot was shot in 24 frames per second in 4K. All right, so we got this shot here. As you can see, we'll show you what it looks like straight off the camera. It is fast. As you can see over here, 23.98 frames per second, shot in 4K. That's what it looked like. Show you again one more time. Now what you would do is you would go to custom and you would determine the rate. Now the way you're going to determine the rate, if you want to go to 60 frames per second, you're going to do 24 because that's the frame rate that your video is going to be in. So 24 frames divided by 60 frames, which is going to get you 0.4, and then you would times that by 100, which is 40%. So that would get you 60 frames per second. If you also wanted to do 120, you would do the same thing, 24 divided by 120, which gets you 0.2, times that by 100, which is 20%. So we're going to do 60 frames per second on here. And as you can see, this got longer to make it slow motion, but the shot is super choppy. As you can see, we'll show you one more time. As you can see, the shot is super choppy, and that's not what we want. So if you add something here called optical flow, so you'll click on this setting here, go down to video quality and optical flow. Optical flow will start to analyze the shot. Once it analyzes the shot, it will smooth it out for you. Now one thing it does, so what it is doing is it's adding fictional fake frame rates to your shot to try to smooth it out. I already did it over here as well, so we'll just make that longer. So that's exactly what it's doing, and it's just adding fake frames in there to try to correct it. The issue with this is, as you can see, when some parts of the video go a little bit too fast, it doesn't know how to add those frames. So as you can see in the arms when they're shaking hands, it does get a little blurry, it gets a little weird here. You can see it messes up there. So based on this shot, you may or may not want to use this music video or this shot for the music video, or you can try to add an effect to it to kind of make it blend in with the rest of the shots. If it's going to be something quick, you might want to do it. I don't know. It just depends on how the rest of the music video is flowing. So it's up to you. What we could also do here is that you can try the 20 frames, the 20% to get the 120. I doubt it's going to work just because it struggled a little bit on the 60 frames per second, so it's probably going to be way blurry in other aspects. Yeah, see, it's a little choppy in some areas, and the arms are super terrible. It's a little blurry. Yeah, so you probably on this one are not going to want to go more than the 40 frames per second just to make it be okay. But as you can see, everything but the arms is nice and smooth. It was able to add fake frame rates in there to get that smooth shot. And you would determine that. So you could try this on pretty much any footage you got just to see. I just grabbed some footage that I knew that was 4K. I didn't want to do this just to show you that it's going to be perfect every time. I give you that false hope that, oh, every shot. So I just grabbed the shot to see how it would turn out for both of us. And as you can see, some parts of this shot are amazing, some parts are not. But if that arms weren't going so fast, this would have been perfect shot converted into slow motion. I've done this in some of my most recent videos. If you saw my parade promotion video on my Instagram, I use this a lot because I shot some of those shots in 24 frames and I wanted to slow them down. So, hey, it works on some, it doesn't work on everything, but this is something that you could always try out. If you see that you shot at 24 frames, you want to slow it down, see if it works. And maybe you can just slow it down, a little bit. Maybe you don't go as far as that goes. Maybe you'll go, let's try 60. Oh yeah, see, that's actually not bad. That's a little bit fast, but it's still slow, and it's actually not bad on those frames. There's still a few arms that are a little bit, but it's not bad. So you can mess with it, see what you want to do. If it's a music video, like I said, you could always add an effect to it to try to make sure that it blends in good. So that's the optical flow. Try it for your shots, man. You never know what you can do with it. Turn some effects, turn some bad shots into some better shots, or turn some better shots into some not so good shots, but throw an effect on it and it may look good. This is just something to try out, and you never know what kind of shots you're going to get. Well, that's what I got for you today. Hope you liked that tutorial. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Thank you, and I'm out.